Hello, this is Crypto CJ. It's Trade of the Day, Friday afternoon Zoom edition. Looks like people are vacationing. My group here is pretty small, but that's okay. We had some better economic news this week. Bitcoin and Ethereum still mostly sliding sideways, but the debt ceiling has been raised, so hallelujah, the American government can incur more debt and not default on its loans. So I suppose that's a good thing for the time being. Anyway, let's go to Bitcoin's chart, check it out. Okay, should be seeing, oh, got the
Yes.
wrong screen up. That's Bitcoin. There we go. Bitcoin day chart. And we're up about a 1.5% today, over 27K. We're still stuck in this range. And I made a range within the range. That's between about 26K and a little over 28. So this $2,000 range we've been trading around for quite a while, a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks. So this slow sideways slog has been frustrating for a lot of people. But, if you're trading between these ranges, there are some decent day trades to be made. If you're on leverage, you can pop them for, 10%. And we'll talk a little bit more about the best approach shortly. So that's Bitcoin's chart and Ethereum. I've made another little mini range. We've been in this 1,000 to 2,000 range for several months, and I've got this between about 1,800 and 1,900, give or take. And we did break over 1,900. We're up 2% today on Ethereum. It seems to be outdistancing Bitcoin at the moment, at least percentage-wise in its gains. So that's pretty cool. I've got a small bag of both. It's not mostly what I do, but I do trade Ethereum and Bitcoin on some high leverage from time to time. And I'm also considering those kind of trades on more of a swing trade, a 5x support or situation. But at the moment, we're going to be talking some day trading using Altcoin Alert to find some trades. Before we do that, any questions about the markets overall? Okay, let's see what we can find in Altcoin Alert. I am on the altcoin radar reading. I want all the columns before me. Let me update, reload. And my first sort is going to be by the AA score. And what this is telling us is OMG has a 78.2% chance of going up 3% or more in the next 48 to 72 hours. I'm a day trader. I don't want to wait that long. But this data is still very useful to me. And the thing I was looking at has gone away. Let's see if it shows up somewhere else. I was looking at this RLY rally coin. I hadn't looked at it before, but it had a really interesting chart. So I'm going to skip around a little bit and see if I can find it on one of my other sorts. Might as well mix it up a little bit today. Yeah, here it is, rally, RLY, 76 bullish. It's got fire on trading activity and thumbs up on social activity. So I hadn't looked at this one before, the rally coin. So I found it on KuCoin. We're on the 5-minute chart now. It's trending down. Could be in a dip sequence. The volume's kind of low. You see these horizontal lines on a 5-minute chart? That usually means there's no trade in that time frame. That's generally not good. But I'm very intrigued on this on the 15-minute chart. On divergence, now since we're looking at a spot chart and not leverage, I'm just going to be looking at positive divergence. As you can see, all the positive divergences going back to Tuesday have done really well. So this one jumped up, 4%. If you hang on a little longer, 8%. Yeah, that's a great day trade. This one here caught this move up, 18% in 4 hours. That's a great day trade. And this one's forming now. So if this closes the next 5 minutes, you're going to have bullish divergence on this, but it is trending down pretty consistently. We're going into the weekend, which generally means lower volume and tends to be better for trading shorts or for making low buy orders and getting in on trades. So I'm seeing support on this one right around 0.97 cents. Go ahead and illustrate that. So as I see support here and here and here. And by support, I'm saying there's 4 or 5 touches in the recent past where price went to and then bounced up. So we've got in these 3 zones could be, now we're already at this one. I should probably get rid of that one. And then so you'd want to enter on a price alert on these 2 areas. You could draw a line like this, or you could just right click, add the alert, AA score, or actually this was a different sort. I went out of order today. I think this was a social activity sort. And when it triggers, you can look at it, look at the chart again, reevaluate. Make sure your notifications are okay though. Yeah, this is a setup I like. Notify an app on my phone, show pop-up on my computer screen, and play a sound also on my computer. So, and choose the sound that you like for your alerts. I kind of like this 3 notes reverb. So click create and you're good to go. Okay, now if you want to use indicators instead of these price alerts, I often use the price alerts on the 5-minute chart, but I didn't like the volume over there, so I put them on the 15. So we looked at divergence. If you want to do an alert on positive divergence, right click, positive divergence, once per bar close, and that was a social activity sort, and there you go. I kind of liked SuperTrend on this better. The trend is your friend. If you want to look at SuperTrend and try to match up with some of these other indicators for confirmation, that might be the way to go. All these buys did well. Here we get this buy triggers. We've got trending up on RSI and the squeeze momentum, which I've been using for confirmation the last couple of weeks. Also is in the green. So that would be a good entry. Set your alert. If you're trading leverage, you might want to go on a direction change, though I don't think you can go short on this one. So stick with the buy, once per bar close. That'll keep it going throughout the day until you turn it off. And that was a social activity sort. And there you go. So I think, yeah, there's multiple good results on the buy here. It's currently in a sell. You might want to wait until the trend indicates a buy before you get back in. Like this buy here would have been suspect because it doesn't have confirmation on the momentum. Maybe you do another alert on this, on the momentum. Actually, I haven't used this for an alert yet. That's not useful. If there's a way to go over the 0 line on this. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, crossing up 0. I think that'll work. I haven't used it yet, but if you want to wait till you get confirmation from the momentum indicator, that's how you do it. Just do that only once. And I call these confirmation alerts. So. Okay, any questions on rally spot trade on KuCoin? Okay, let's see what else we can find. Reload. OMG. Omi's Go is is the top AA score at 78.2. I prefer scores above 80. But this one's close enough. Let's check it out. I do trade this one from time to time. Tend to short it more than long. So let's look at the 5-minute chart and see what we got going on. I'm on a Binance chart and not much volume here. Top of the Bollinger Band at the moment. 1% between the Bollinger Bands doesn't surprise me. It means there's just not that much momentum, not much going on. See down here, not much volume. Okay, this might be a place for a price alert right around 76 cents. So you can set that there. Scroll to your left a little bit. There's some more support in this vicinity, about 75 cents. Okay, on our indicators on the 15-minute chart, start with divergence. And looks like bearish is doing pretty well. Looks like both of them are. We like that. So this one eventually catches that move up. It takes a while. Now on these, I'm just looking for 1%. So, because I'm going to be at 10x leverage. And yeah, right about here. So I've been in this a little over a day. It's longer than I want to be in a trade, but not bad. And so those three did okay. This short would have been out here. That short would have been out here, as would that one. This one goes to that. This one catches that move. So we have bearish divergence forming at the moment. I like the setup. If you want to trade both directions, you have to set 2 alerts. So right click on the divergence alert. Negative is the first one listed. Once per bar close. And that was an AA score. And let's see, chirpy. I think I want 3 notes reverb. Click create. So that's my short. I want to do a long. Positive divergence. Same thing. Okay, I need someone to mute themselves, please. Oh, Craig's
sorry.
here. Good to see you, Craig, but
Sorry, I thought I was on mute.
all right, I forgive you. Just this once. It's all good. All right, so on the positive divergence, if you want to take that one as well, go ahead and do that and AA score. And click create. I think I'm just going to go with the short one on this. Yeah, I usually have a couple shorts that I set up on Friday nights. See if I can catch one over the weekend. All right. Any questions on OMG? Actually, we haven't gone over. Got ahead of myself. Let's look at SuperTrend. You'd rather trade with the trends opposed to a contrarian approach like divergence, then this is the way to go. Looks like the buys. There's that sell alert from Tuesday night. Otherwise, it's kind of crept up, but it has caught some pullbacks. It's a nice move down on the sell. Not sure if this would have gotten me out. Yeah, I would have not gotten out yet. Probably done a ladder buy at around 2% here. Then I probably might get out here. Not sure. So that sell is suspicious, as is this one. So these two sells aren't doing that well. I like divergence better on the short side, and I like, but the buy side's done really well in the past on OMG. And then I forgot to talk about it on the rally chart that we looked at, but I'll bring it up here, is our what I call the 1, 2, 3 dip strategy on the 15-minute chart, where I use the RSI to let me know when I have a potential dip sequence on the 5-minute chart. Because when these dip down here to this, say, 30 value and go back up, that usually indicates you're in the middle or the end of a dip sequence on the 5-minute chart. So as you can see, when this one hits, it doesn't quite break through the 30. Ideally, I go below the 30 and then come back, and that's where I get in. So something like, it's not a good example because I don't know if it breaks through. It doesn't really break through till here. So get in right about here. Let me use my vertical line. So it breaks through here. And does do a nice move up. Yeah, I'd probably get out right about here, after a day or so. A little longer than I would like, but. And then the other direction, we get a crossover here on the top side. Let's drag this over. And this is where it goes off, where the alert goes off. Maybe get out here. It's right around exactly 1%. If not, then I'm probably still in this trade. So of the options we've looked at, looks like the divergence was the best. Okay, any questions on OMG? Okay, so that was an AA score sort. Let's reload. We did a social activity sort earlier with RLY. And that one's gone now. Interesting. Or was it trading activity? Oh yeah, it's trading activity, my bad. All right, so we've done those two. Look at 1 hour projected range real quick. Yeah, not liking those numbers that much. And then this is the one I use probably the second most, is long-term sentiment. And I'm looking for these to match up. The long-term sentiment, which is a Twitter data, matched up with the Elder Impulse, which is a technical indicator. When I get bullish on both, I want to look at that further. So we've got IOTA, Mask. Actually did have bullish earlier. I had an alert on that one most of the day. But I don't really have any matches, coins I trade very much. Tron, Tron's practically a stable coin, hardly moves at all. Alpha and Filecoin. I like Filecoin. I haven't looked at that in a while. Let's check it out. Okay, on the 5-minute, had a nice move with the financial news yesterday. And we're currently, it's not as squeezy as I thought. Well, yeah, it is less than 1%. So not much room to move on the Bollinger Bands. There's some support down here around 488. It's 499 now. That could be a place for a price alert on the indicators. 15-minute. The bullish ones obviously did well. The bearish ones did until this pump here. This one would have been bad. Well, catch a ladder buy and then drop. Might have gotten you out. Actually, this is better than I thought. Actually, so these bearish ones did okay. Got one that just printed 5 indicators showing bearish divergence on file, and that was 25 minutes ago. So not financial advice, but that might be one you want to short. If you took this one this morning, yeah, you'd still be in that trade. Okay, so that's divergence on SuperTrend. Yeah, that sell's no good. This one isn't either. The buys have done well, the sells have not. None of these did very well. It's like 5, maybe this one. No, even that's not 1% down. So not liking SuperTrend on the short side. Looks fine on the long side. And then on our RSI alerts, I think the bullish ones are going to be good, but not the bearish ones. Yeah, entry here would have caught that move. That's pretty good. Another one here, even better. Then you get this dip. That might be enough. Yeah, it's a pretty good move. 1.5 or 1.5%. This is where you kind of get in trouble on the short side. So you get in here probably. It goes against you immediately, almost 4%. If you get 2 ladder buys in, you might get out here. If you only get 1, you're probably still in it. So again, looks like divergence is the best approach on this. Okay, any questions on Filecoin? Very well, we will do one more. I want to show you guys an option. We haven't looked at it lately, but you can do this if you have a list in your TradingView account. Like this is my Bybit Binance list. This is my main list, even though I don't trade on either of these exchanges anymore. I still know generally that these are on the exchanges I do use, BitGet and BingX are the ones I'm using now. But I've already set up enough information on these that I don't want to do them all over again. So I've got this list, and I can click here and sort by the change percent. And I usually pick 1 or 2 of these a day, and just click and see which one of the ones of these have had the biggest move. This is the biggest drop. I have an alert on RSR. I've traded that today. And then the biggest pump, if I click again, that can't be right, Tron. Yeah, it's above 8 cents. Usually permanently at 7 cents, but I should rethink that. I'm gonna have to look at that again. This is up 8% today. INJ, Mask I've traded, IMX I've traded. So the point is you can find what's hot. You don't need to pay for a service like Altcoin Alert or iCoin Pro that I talk about on Mondays. You can choose your coins by making a list of what you like and sorting it. You can also do something like this on other TradingView lists that aren't related to ones that you do manually. And then there's functions like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap that you can sort to find what's hot. All right,
Crypto
so
crypto bubbles is quite interesting as well.
yes, it's a good example. Okay, the one coin. This is an alert from this morning, showing me negative divergence. Let's check that out. So when the alert goes off, I can just click the alert. I don't have to go sorting through anything. And it's telling me divergence, so I'm going to put those on. And this is what I looked at this morning. The last couple of negative divergences did really well. So yeah, good stuff there. But I think in the account I would trade this on, I already have 2 shorts going. So I don't think I want to add to that. Yeah, so if you're looking for a short this weekend, this might be one. And oh, the OMG just went off as well. That might be another one to look at on divergence. But again, divergence is just like it sounds. You're trading against the trend. You're contrarian. So keep that in mind. Okay, so the alerts went off. Now I got distracted. What was I going to do next? We go look at Tron, because Tron surprisingly had 8% move, which is very unusual for that token. Yeah, this is what we're talking about, this big pump here. So this is intriguing. This might be time to short it. It's already trending down. Got a stochastic divergence here. But it just doesn't move that much. So either direction. Yeah, I don't trust it. Since we're here, we'll take a quick look at SuperTrend. SuperTrend's better. That's a pretty good move down. Yeah, that's no good. Probably get stopped out of that. I don't know. Big pump out of nowhere. What if it's this news here? That's 6 hours ago. Tron fully accessible on Ethereum. Oh well, can't figure out why that happened. There's not always a reason for it.
One whale.
Yeah, someone slumped over the keyboard and hit a button. Next thing they know, they own, a million Tron. Okay, well, we've looked at, we were going to sort Altcoin Alert by 24-hour change. So if you're on this, you can do the things I just showed you that are free. But hey, if we're on this, you might as well use it and just sort by this and look at what's hot. Maybe we'll look at alpha or what's bad. What this guy over here? What's not doing very well? Yeah, RSR I already traded. Did we look at that chart? I don't think we did. Let's look at that chart. Okay, 5-minute. All right, good support right about here. 0.27 cents. That might be a good place for a price alert. The 15-minute. Divergence looks good. Looks really good. You probably do some ladder buys on the short side. And it's pushing it. But eventually, yeah, you're gold. That would have been a good, you'd have had 2 or 3 or even 4 positions, and then if you held all the way to your first entry point, first one breaks even, the other 2 or 3 do really well. And then the bullish ones obviously caught that move here. And this one from this morning, yep, over 1%. So good stuff on divergence on RSR. That's why I've been trading it this morning. Let's see. Yeah, I caught a long Can't remember if it was SuperTrend or Divergence. It was a long move, so I think it was Divergence. SuperTrend looks pretty good, but it's not firing that much. The SPY remains to be seen, but the other three that have fired, four actually, since Tuesday afternoon have all done really well. Might be a short candidate for the weekend. And then on our RSI, yeah, eventually that long works out. Same as this position. You would have gotten in here and then caught that move up. So all those entries would have worked out. Got a drop here, and that eventually works out. You know what? I think this was, yeah, this was the strategy I was trading. I caught this long here early this morning. That little move up there is what I got. So, and then this would have gone up, triggered right about here. Eventually, I don't know. This one didn't work out that well. Yeah, 0.5% then. Yeah, if you did a ladder buy at 2%, you might have gotten out here. And then this move right about here would have done pretty well. Just barely got that 1%. So I like the RSI strategy on this setup as well. Okay, any questions on RSR? All right, any questions on the market overall? Any coins you want to look at? Very well. We're at about 35 minutes. Good stopping point. If you're watching on the recording, thanks for doing that. Hope to see you live next time. Check out the opportunities in the pinned comment. They help support the channel. If you are a Carbon member, stick around. We will do that Zoom next. Bye.